And I'm really hoping that moving forward, people actually take to heart what I guess I'm trying to edit on bases. So this is the base design that I am trying to show today, and let me just hop right into what I'm trying to show. Settings, reset entities, and let's go to work. So when you're starting out, obviously you don't have many materials. Actually, let me build a twig down here, and let me just build it like we were just starting out. So I want a bunker first thing. So whenever you're building this bunker, you always want to go left to right. Basically, it's just the easiest way to do it. When you put the bunker down, you want to be not flat on the ground. You want to be up a little bit, basically as far as you can go. And I've always seen that, like, you want to be in this dark blue area so it can snap. So you put one down, you hold Alt, right? So right now I can't move my mouse, can't look anywhere else. You strafe to the right. You wait until it disconnects from this. It'll still be red, and then you pop out to when it turns blue, and then you do one step back. There you go. Now you've got your bunker ready to go. So you build off of the right-hand one, just like this. And then there's one very important step here. You have to make sure this connects, and this is blue. If this is blue, you're good. Go ahead and finish setting up your bunker. If this turns red, just redo the same exact steps. 2 squares. Start with the left triangle, move to your right, place the right triangle, and then rebuild this. It will eventually be correct, and yeah, that about sums it up. So let's go ahead and upgrade this. We're going to break this, otherwise our bunker is going to be broken. But for now, break this and seal up the bunker. I like to put this one off of this wall here, because then it's not connected to your outer wall, and you can tell it's connected to this wall because of these 2 straight lines. So now that we've got all that done, we could go and do other stuff. You know, we own this area now, and if we ever needed to access our bunker, we just put this here. You can use either a small box or a bed or whatever, but you just slide off the box. Sorry. To the side. So you walk into the wall and you strafe to the right or to the left. Oh, you can't tell me I bricked my bunker on this. On video. I practiced this like 20 times. I can see, there it is. You can get in here, you can deposit your materials. Obviously this is a build server, so I didn't collect all those materials. But when you are ready to build again, just straight up seal yourself in. We're at 2,000 stone. Everybody who has built a bunker before is probably like, stop, don't do that. Because they see me putting on a floor here, and they are correct. If the bunker was on this side, then that would be an issue. But the bunker's not on that side. The bunker is out here, and basically the only way that you're going to know a bunker is there is if that box is placed down, which it is not going to be. It is now going to be my furnace. And that creates a hop-up, and there is your next little base. You've got 3 doors on now. Everything you need for 4,500 stone, 800, 1,800 wood, and you have a bunkered base. Yeah, this is a pretty easy bunker. At this point, you pretty much just put the box down again, slide off it, and you'll be good to go. If I can place this box down. But, you know, you've got 18 hours on your TC from just throwing some stone in there when you upgraded. And you don't really need to access your TC every day. You can access these boxes that go in here and call it good. Keep your materials, keep all your craftables, keep your workbench on the side, and you'll be good. So then we're going to collect up enough stone to build the second floor. The second floor is the same exact thing. This is an easy fix while you're dealing with, you know, not raids, but people door camping you and stuff. You just put a roof piece there, and you're able to get up. Now we have our second floor door. This can be your hop up until you are ready to go to the next stage. And the next stage is very simple. That floor piece that you put out, you're going to build a second floor. You're going to go 2 out. Delete all the stuff back. Build back with triangles. And actually, you don't even need to do this. Scratch that. You got that? Right? Build a second one. Right? This all attaches, and that is 100% okay. You're going to build exactly as I'm building here. So you build one off the double, you build a half circle, and then that's your next one, 2, your next 2, 1, build a half circle, 1, build 2 squares, 1, and then your half circle again. And it should come out exactly like this. I did something, well, it looks weird because this is connected here rather than being like this. It should be 2 inner triangles, but it should look something like that. There you go. Now you've got a core. Even if they blow in on those walls there, they're not going to hurt this, so they're going to have to use extra rockets to get into here. But the simplest explanation is that you are going to have a very easy time sealing this up. Getting in and out, not so much. But you need to build up for that. This is going to be a wall. Roof, 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 roof. And I like to leave this one open for now because you will be using that later. Here's some more storage for you. More than what is downstairs. Here is your airlock before you actually get into your base. And I like leaving these open. And there you go. So you can still access your boxes. Just break that if you need to. And you've got your second part. From here, you're going to need a lot more stone. So get ready to kill a bunch of people for your resources. But pretty much the honeycomb for any base is a ton of materials, so I'm sure everybody has experienced needing a box of stone before to get all of their stuff done. So a couple of these things are very interesting. And that is... Stop placing that one. There we go. Alright, a couple things are interesting about this. Number one, these are all going to be low walls so that you can build over this material. I don't recommend placing those low walls because they do cost half of a wall and you don't need them. If you get raided before this whole thing is done, then those low walls are not going to help. wall, pretty much you will just be door battling people, and that is that. Although, they'll just blow through your walls, so you're just going to be roof camping them. Alright. We're going to place these here. And we need to finish up the bottom, actually. So let's go back down. And if it's difficult to follow along, feel free to re-watch it. I'll try and slow down my building a little bit in order to make it easier for everybody. But we're just going to upgrade our shell. Cool. And we'll just seal that in. I know this is an armored door. You would normally have regular doors, but nobody's going to be raiding me in this video, so I don't expect to have to defend anything, and I don't expect it to be unfair at any point. I always like my doors to go in, because if I'm inside and I need to go out, it doesn't matter if I have to wait for a second for the door to open. Whereas if I'm outside and I start getting shot, I need to be able to go in as quickly as possible. So I always like my doors to swing into my core. If you're ever raiding one of my bases, the doors are probably going to swing into the core all the time. So you're going to have to deal with that as a raider. Alright, once you get the bottom floor of the shell on, we are going to be putting the top part of the shell on. Yay! So let us do the walls first. And if you haven't yet, make sure to be, well, I guess keeping away to your roof for one. And make sure to be on the lookout for the triangle ladder hatch. Whoops. Yes, these could be jump ups, just like I'm doing here, but they are definitely made to be something else. They are peak downs for your shooting pleasure when people are raiding you. And I've done a couple experiments. Basically, you don't even need the door frames here. But when this outer wall breaks, these frames will drop if you don't have the door frames below them, as well as a lot of your other stuff. So you want to have that accessibility. So we're here. We have all this done. Now we are going to deal with... Oh, okay. Apparently, I did screw this up. I have been playing with this as a dumbass. I'll put it that way. So yeah, apparently we do need a door here. Or better yet, here. So I'm going to add a door to the ground floor, because you need a way into this core to get up to the top, to get onto these platforms, to get everything else that you need in life. the basic idea of building that I was trying to bring to light is your external needs to be disconnected from your internal, which it is not, but that is to trap people into thinking, hey, we can just raid this guy's external, and then it's empty. So the reason I left these two open is because when you place these triangles here, there will be one side of the triangle that is better for having a ladder hatch than the other. So if I put a ladder hatch here, then it will go down into that space and I can just climb right up it. But if I put a ladder hatch here, then it will block the space and I will not be able to climb up it. So there will always be a better side for the ladder hatch, right or left, just pick one. And there you go. You now have a sealed core. You can also place a second ladder hatch here, because ladder hatches can collide. And this allows you to have this double ladder hatch. And you can store loot between them. Just like that. But we'll go up to the main floor. Now we have our shooting floor. And we are going to reduce those. There we go. Alright, 26,000 stone. So about 20,000 stone, about 2 rows to finish up the outers. At this point, I would highly recommend putting down a an outer just like this to throw off any raiders thinking that you have an external TC. Again, these would be just normal doors, but you honestly don't have to put anything there. You just want to be able to say, hey, I've got an external TC, fuck off. You aren't going to get anything anyways. There we go. From here, you're going to complete your gatehouses that are also storage boxes for loot. Because when you're solo and you get raided, you want to have your loot separated to make them waste the maximum amount of boom. One of these little gatehouses will also be your electrical pod to store your battery in. To airlock these, you can put this door swinging outward, and then you have created an airlock, which you can even duck behind. And that creates our first little gatehouse. We will have this one be our electrical room, so we'll just put a door on rather than a shelf. You can put a shelf on later from the outside by just doing this, if you decide that you don't want an electrical room there. And the last little gatehouse. Any experienced raider is going to think that that is holding all of that up. They really will. And if they blow into that and they don't see a TC, they're going to feel so dumb that they'll probably stop raiding you. And I'm not even joking. They will feel so retarded, so stupid, that they will probably stop raiding right then and there. Unless you've really pissed them off, and in that case, good luck. They're just gonna blow through your walls and call it a day. So, oops. Let me just undo those. Now we are going to do our shooting floor, which starts with don't stone up the floors. Oh, I have a friend pop in. Hello?
Oh, bitches.
What's up?
I don't know. Yo, it was good. Want to play rounds?
Nope, I do not play rounds.
Do you have Lethal Company?
Nope.
The flip? Okay. I don't fucking know, mate.
Yeah. I'll see you around.
Random Lethal Company lobby.
Okay, well that was interesting. I completely forgot I was in Discord. That could have gone really poorly. And do the same on the side. Alright, so to seal off these windows, we are going to add some floor jacks. And then to seal off the bottoms, we are going to add ramps. Big thing about this ramp here is you are going to want to place these walls before these ramps. Yes, that makes it difficult to deal with later, but you're also going to want to place that door. Which I hope by the time you have 40,000 stone, you have enough for a door. For a garage door, excuse me. 40,000 stone is a lot, so. Alright, we've got our peak downs, building our shooting floor. Come on. Apparently you can't build these first. Oh, I know why it is. Yep. Nope. The fuck? You know what? I might just cancel this base if I can't figure these out. Because every so often it'll do this and I have to delete like a huge swath of my base. And the last time I tested this, it worked fine. And I was like, cool, fine. Should be fine now. But it's doing it again. And that is very annoying. Is it this frame? No. There's no way it's that box. It could have been that box. Anyways, I'm just gonna keep going like that didn't happen. Except for the fact that you can't place these friggin' walls. Alright, those are all done. Thank God. Guess I'll have to test this base out a lot more, because that was bad. But for now, just gonna keep going on this base. It is entertaining, to say the least, to build up a fancy-ass base like this. Plus, I want to show all of what it can do, honestly. So from here, before you actually build into this, you have your shooting floor, you have a way to peek down. These peaks are nasty. You can shoot these out, or you can go outside and do that, but to peek through these, also nasty bit of work there. If you peek over the edge here, like, there's no chance they see your head before you just erase them. You do a door here, you do a window, which is going to go plop, plop. Alright. And your hop up to roof is actually in there. But your roof peaks will be from these corners here. But we will get into that. Before you do anything else, I highly recommend go ahead and place your other fake externals. And yes, I know I should do an extra square out, but this base officially pissed me off. And other side. But yeah, any outers should be at least 2 squares and 3 triangles away from the actual build. But I don't think any raider is experienced enough to know that. I don't even think like Wally 1K would know that much of anything. And by the way, Wally 1K, absolutely love your bases. They're hilarious. Or love your videos. They're hilarious. We've got heavily unshifted Stevie. Alright, got everything done. Okay, initial roof peaks. We are going to be putting these here. Windows here, half walls. And door frames. So we're going to seal all this in. And put a door on it. Fancy little door. Do the same on each side. And once again, on the side. That's fine. Okay. We have our hop up to our roof, and let's put the roof on. So, to stabilize this, on these corners, we're going to raise foundations. And then out from those, we're going to raise one more. Should look exactly like that. We're going to connect it with a two-door frames high. I messed something up. Up and up. Oh, never mind, that's correct. Alright. The reason for that is shown in just a second. You're then going to connect two door frames. I guess you don't need those then. Swell. And then put windows on top of those. And seal it off. And put windows on top of those. I know it can go there. Oh, I put a wall on it first. My bad. And then when you go back up top, you're just going to seal all this in. A half wall. And then seal it again. Anybody wanting to spear through here is going to have a heck of a time with that. Half walls on top of the windows. And a half wall here. And a low wall here. Seal that in. And then you can add the roofing tiles later. But once you are done, it should look like that. Capiche. You head into your roof. You head up into the peak. Over here. You're able to shoot back onto your roof from this right here. People are going to have a really hard time shooting you or even seeing it because they're going to look at this and go, oh, it's just a wall. And they're going to keep just running around and not really notice that they're getting beamed. Next, same thing over here. I'm going to start with the outers. Also, nope. There you go. You're going to run up through the base. And go ahead and seal it in. Put half walls on top of that. And then make it really difficult for the raiders to see. So that won't be our only defensive. We will be having roofs for peaks and more roofs for more peaks. Actually, I do like the idea of swinging these back in so that instead of providing something to hop onto, they provide you with cover. It looks like you're not here because you are in the dark. That might screw up with me adding this. Try this as well. Don't do that to yourself. Always double check when coming up to a platform you haven't been at for a while. The reason I call this the brick is because anybody with a brick of a brain could build it. It doesn't take anything crazy. The peaks, pretty much everything is all rudimentary. And secondly, there is a reason that I have the half walls on top of these rather than the windows being up here. And that is because if the windows are on top, you can see the window through there, and it makes it much more obvious that that's there. Whereas when you add them like this, they cannot see. And half wall, low wall. And now you see why we connect the base, because if I couldn't connect that to that, or that to that, we would have stability issues. Why? It gave me a few too many of those. Alright. Let's see where I fucked up. Ah, I know where I fucked up. There we go. If you fuck up on that, you can always climb up the outside here, put a half wall, place the wall just like that, and then upgrade it. Well, you might have some trouble upgrading it. Yeah, that might be an issue. You might have to break your own shit. So we went from 40,000 to 73,000. That's another 20,000 stone. Pretty doable for a solo to get 20k stone. Go out, hit 20 stone nodes. I don't see that as being a problem at all. Once you get a jackhammer, that becomes pretty easy. And you'll have metal cooking as well. I don't know. Maybe it's just my wife's. You'll kill a dude with 20k stone on him sometimes. But now we have this. These platforms. I actually could just do this, and then we could put a turret on here. But those platforms are basically turrets. Uh-oh. Still stability issue, huh? Guess we're going to add our frames. Hop back up the roof, and done. So here we are. If you do need the extra stability, you can add the frames. Not gonna hurt anybody. Drop them there, and now you've got frames going all the way to the ground, straight up to your roof. And even though they can't see, you can. Got our last triangle here. These are also some major peaks. If you come up during a raid, maybe you're respawning, right? And they are down below there. once you grab your body, you know, maybe you died like right here shooting down on him. Once you grab your body, you come back, you come up over the tip, and these angles of these two roofs allow you to peek this and shoot them from above, or peek this and shoot them from the side. So, highly recommend checking those out. All of these peaks right here are head glitch peaks. You can create some serious shots. And just show you what that looks like from here. You can't see anything, right? There's nothing there to see. But they are sitting here just like this, peeking down on you. Alright. So that is the base. Other than adding the walls and some dumb outers that I added, that is pretty much it. You can add these for easier peek downs on every window if you want to. You don't even need them, so you don't have to waste the metal frags. This is a pretty metalless base for sure. But it does allow you to play a solo wipe and be safe and be very, very well protected. You got inner peaks, you got outer peaks, you got roof peaks, you got bedrooms. When I play this wipe, I always put a bed up here. And then window two of these, because I can peek down from over here into everything those windows were covering. But when I wake up here and I grab a kit from a box, if they're on my roof, I got peaks. If they're down below, I got peaks. If they are down here, I got peaks. So you can put a bedroom on each of these. You can even put a door on them if you wish. Quickly look it in. Yeah. So that is the brick, because pretty much anybody could build it. And we started it out with a friggin' triangle bunker, which we did brick the bunker, but, you know, whatever. Alright, thanks for watching.